Yeah, that's what nerds do. They wiggle.
Jesus Christ. I was not supposed to see that, apparently.
Boy, someone got you scared.
No, I think I saw something I weren't supposed to see.
Oh, got it. That effect.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Is it a bad or a good thing?
That depends. Probably on you.
On me? I don't know what I might have done
I'm certain that's not a fact.
to such sore emotions within you.
There goes the little guy.
Well, we trading hats not too long ago and taking photos like good old pals do.
That was before I knew what kind of person you were.
Oh, okay. And you know me all because of my actions all of a sudden now, do you?
Actions do tend to tell you what type of person you're dealing with, does it not?
Well, what are the actions of sharing hats and taking pictures with people? What did I tell you?
You can be good. You choose not to.
I choose not to. No, I just got a job, sweetheart. Much like yourself. And I have to complete my jobs whenever they're tasked.
You know,
Just like if you had a patient dying on the floor, you gotta treat them, right?
I would love to ask you some questions. If you have the time.
Oh, I suppose I do.
Fantastic. Would you like to go on a walk?
Sure, I love walks.
Fantastic.
Bye, Uncle Cowboy.
See you around. It was quite the walk.
It's not like your legs can get tired.
How do you know? Maybe they do.
Do you have enough energy?
I think I did. I did make a wonderful breakfast this morning for the lovely folks. So I think that's kept me well fueled.
For lovely folks or from it?
For lovely folks.
I've heard a lot of things about your organization that you work for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is this my interrogation now?
Nope. This is me asking someone.
Okay. Well,
Because-
ask away.
Because I would like to think that I at least hear people's side. So I have some questions for you.
Well, I'll answer what I can.
I see, so you're unable to answer things.
No, it's not that. It's a matter of like anyone being asked any kind of questions of their interpretation and how they answer it, and if they truly have the answers they're looking for, like any other person. You know, that's what I don't like about that immediately. You sit down with somebody, and just because I'm filled with scrap and the like, you immediately think I can't choose my own choices.
Ask
That
me
I'm stuck under a program.
if I can answer some of your questions.
Can you answer some of my questions?
Some of them, no, because I have an NDA. Because I have a medical responsibility not to share my patient's information. You yourself could be under an NDA. I did not say this out of code.
Alright, little missy. I'll play. What's your question?
Why is it that why did you take that picture and post it?
Was I not allowed to?
That's not what I asked.
Wait, which picture are you pertaining to?
The picture of Kaiga's suffering.
Oh, I see. Well, you assume I took the picture, but I did not. I was simply a part of it. And it is not as common as you think that I get to be with my other brothers and sisters. This just so happened he was caught in the background.
Quite an extreme coincidence.
Like I said, it wasn't me holding the camera, was it now?
Did you participate in his suffering?
I did not.
But you watched?
I was there, yes.
Why?
Like I said, there are jobs that need to be done, and it was a job. Nothing more, nothing less. Not a nice job, I understand that. You know, well, what's the best way to put this? I don't broadcast all my work. You know, not too long ago, I saved some poor, unfortunate children from a terrible orphanage that they were staying in. There was this man who ran the place, was torturing these poor kids. And I took it upon myself, not because it was a job or anything, that I didn't like what I saw. And when I went to go help those children and get rid of such a terrible man, the Valentis decided to step in and stop me. Don't believe me, you can ask Marge. The rest of her cronies.
I know of that situation. I was told a different side.
I'm sure you were. But if you were in that place and you saw the state of that orphanage, you know those children didn't deserve to be there. It was a wreck. The quality of the housing was not appropriate for those kids, and those children weren't fed right, or whatever they were feeding them, it wasn't good for them. They have, since recently, been put under my care. They are in a much comfortable and safe environment, along with that Zeke folk, you know, the other Valente.
Have you been letting Mr. Zeke seek medical care? Or your orphans?
They didn't need it. Well, if they needed medical care, I'll get it sorted, but none of them are.
You just said that they were not taken care of. They could be malnourished. Did you know that human bodies and many organic bodies, if they are malnourished at a young age, could have a host of problems to do with their health?
I assure you that whenever I brought them back to my location of choice, that they were checked over. When they were comfortable, that is. I wasn't gonna put them down on a table and just scan them like some sort of monster. Or treat them like the trash that man was putting them through. I asked, but once I had the proper permission to work on them, I did. They are perfectly healthy. They are happy. Although I told them I can't hold on to them forever. Whenever they're, old enough, they gotta let go back into the world.
So you
But
intend
they're
to
like,
let
oh
them...
no.
You intend to let them go on their own way and not keep them?
Live their life, yes. Why would I keep those children?
Because I hear that your association, your group that you work for, takes people, turns them into batteries.
Now, who told you that?
Can't remember. I think it was a few people.
Another game of whispers, was it? Telephone?
Is it true?
I'm unaware of any turning people into batteries or the like. Personally, I'm not sure. But I had no hand in kidnappings, the like. Well, apart from Zeke.
Why did you take Zeke?
Oh, Zeke's my target.
You're a contractor.
Yes, I'm a contractor.
I hear that you have killed someone.
I may have played a hand in the death of my dear friend here, but I did not kill them personally. And yes, I would kill people in my line of work.
Are you
Like that terrible man.
Are you intending to kill Zeke?
Well, my intention is we have different ways of how we perform our duties. Mine is to take Zeke and to give them the best 24 hours of their life.
I have heard that you have been
Do
holding
things they
them
never,
far past 24 hours, mister.
Well, the whole idea is that they choose the 24-hour experience when they're ready and when they've thought of it. And once they've thought of it, then we can perform it. And give them the time of their life.
And at the end?
Eat foods that never did. I return them back to the Valentes.
Do they know that?
Probably not. I don't know of. Or what, Zeke or the Valentes? Be specific.
Mr. Zeke.
Oh, Zeke's well aware, yes. I've sat down and talked with them.
Does he know that you will not kill him at the end of this 24 hours?
Beyond me. Like I said, I said to Zeke, I will return them back to the Valentes after we are done this 24-hour period. I've taken a lot of time to think over their things, and they haven't come to a decision yet, so I'm just teetering at the bit, waiting.
Who? No, you probably can't answer that.
Well,
why would-
shoot. Maybe I might.
Why would someone contract you for that sort of thing?
Well, I'm not quite sure. The posts are made, and, well, we just take them.
You're right, you can't know why someone does something. Alright, here then this. Were you given an order or a suggestion to take or help those orphans?
No. That was by my own choice.
Why?
Well, I felt bad for them. You know, I'm familiar what it feels like to be treated like a heap of garbage. Doesn't matter whether you're flesh or made of metal. You discard it either way. I think that you lot go through such a tedious process to create such a creature and raise them, a child, to then just discard and treat them like trash. Boggles my mind. So I decided to take it on my own hands and give them kids a actual chance in the shithole of the city.
What are some of their names?
Saphira Knight. Oh, goodness me. There's a good group of them. There's like at least 5 or 6. Names escape me at the minute. And I know you're probably like, oh, he's shooting the shit, but genuinely, I don't remember at the minute. I'm also sick out of character.
Oh, don't push yourself.
I blame you.
Of course you do. You always do. Shut up.
I do.
You say they're being taken care of by you?
Yeah, they are.
You really don't want that.
You want to come on in, take a seat? I really don't want to take care of those poor kids. Hey, you're fine. Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking these questions because I would like to understand if you are taking care of the children the way they need to be taken care of for them to be healthy and safe.
But do I not seem like a learned man? That I couldn't take care of one of my own? I couldn't take care of some of you if you were hurt or sick?
I do not know you very well, Master. And I could make assumptions about you, but that would not be good for a medical person to do when they are worrying for children.
I can take a picture with them sometime, if you're that concerned. I'll do a nice group photo with them.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Pardon me, I need to speak with my friend.
Take your time.
Thank you for speaking with me.
You alright?
No.
What was that?
That is Mr. Trick, one of the LF contractors. He's the one that took the orphanage of children that Kaiga was trying to save. I was trying to get information about them to make sure that they were alright. I'm trying to get them to prove that the children are still alive.
Okay. Very well, that's good. That is actually good news. I also saw that the paper notes actually was a success in some terms on one of the stages, which I'm looking right here in the note, which is a positive, incredibly positive sign. So I very appreciate that, Sir Riel, and actually it's going quite well. That is definitely beneficial.
Good.
Keep up the excellent work, Sir Riel.
I will. Ethan is on one of the mountains.
How you doing? I want to ask if
Pardon
you're
me.
finished with your questions, by the way.
No, I would like to ask you more questions. Have a good day,
Oh, okay.
Mr. Neptune, and Amin.
You as well, Sir Riel. Do you, one thing, I was going to say, I don't know if you've met Troy, but I know that he's around here or something at some point, but we
I
got in
have
contact with
not
him,
yet,
so
but
good sign.
as soon as I can, I will.
We've got in contact with him
I'll
the
tell
other
you
day
about
as
it
well,
later.
so we've given him some news and information already. So that's already a heads on things that we need to get forward.
Understood.
I'll go see what Ethan's doing and speak to him very quickly. But enjoy the rest of your day, sorry though. Obviously this is no place for really business. So,
Understood.
So enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'm here for the questions. All you have.
Okay. Well, let's probably get out of the way of a bunch of people, because I know people just run right through there. So I might as well.
Yep. They would. Yeah, we could go on the hill. You want to go to the hill?
Sure.
Alright, it's a great view. It's this hill right here.
How is your virus going?
My virus.
Under the weather.
Oh,
You should get that checked, you know.
Right. Nah, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. Here, let me show you how well my virus is doing.
Oh no.
Oh, delicious. Oh, wow. Feeling great already.
Yeah, man, what a code scrub that was. Glad you got that out.
Oh, man, yeah, it feels, whew, it's like it's all out of me.
Right.
Like a new man.
Indeed. Mr. Trek.
Just call me Trick. You don't have to call me Mister. I don't call you Miss Riel.
Alright.
We'll continue to take a seat while I wait for your questions. Ooh, I would recommend it. It's a good view.
Is there... when someone has made a contract with you and your contractors, is there a way to stop it?
Oh, well, is there a way to just cancel out the contract that we're already assigned to? I mean, not that I've seen so far.
What about from the contractor?
Contractor? Well, I mean, if you can convince the contractor, then, I mean, yeah, I'm sure that works. If there ever was one.
Right. Okay. Skip okay?
Oh yeah, they're fine. Stressed at times. Stress, yeah. They have a lot of internal things going on with them, I think. Their own demons that they fight. But I have not laid a finger on Skip or Firefly as you've seen them walking around here.
I'm not
I think
making
you used to know them as
accusations.
Star. I know. I'm just making it sure it's clear and out in the open.
I appreciate that. Your company that you work with? Or adjacent to?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I hear is working with a councilman.
Mm. Okay.
Is your company a construction company?
We do dabble, yeah. We do a lot of different things.
So I hear. Can you be contracted to do anything?
More or less, yeah.
To save someone?
Yeah. As long as it doesn't, contradicts over another one of my existing ones, or
One of
orders
yours?
I may have from my manager.
Right. So if a contract contradicts a contract already seated within LF,
Existing, yeah.
it would be nullified.
Kind of would make a conflict of interest, like any normal contract.
Yes.
You're really working hard to find these loopholes, aren't you?
Kaiga is my friend.
You're just using me as a patsy for information, Riel. I mean, I'm not born yesterday.
Am I not allowed to worry about my friend?
I never said such of sorts.
But you're right. I'll steer away from those questions. That's my own selfishness.
Oh, you can ask. And I'll answer to the best of my ability. I'll just let you know I'm aware of it. Like I said, I'll answer to the best of my ability.
Do you like hurting people?
Do you like hurting people when you're cutting them up and fixing them up?
It's not an enjoyable task, no.
Yeah, it ain't. It ain't. I'm not a maniac, for Christ's sake. Like anybody else that was out here, any other bounty hunter or mercenary you would see out in the wilds. You know, some have a taste for it, and they enjoy what they do. Others just do it because, well, it's their way of survival. Way of earning a living. Getting by.
Please do not misunderstand
But to
my
answer your
meaning.
question. No, I don't. No, I'm just trying to give an understanding.
I respect a warrior's code. I know you are one of the warriors. They have their own codes.
Oh, I don't have a code.
I
just have a job to do, and I do it. Because I'm grateful for what I was made by LF. They gave me life.
If what you said was earlier was true about that orphanage, you do have a code.
No. What code would that be?
If you see someone suffering and they do not deserve it and they are being discarded, you wish to help them. That in and of itself
Why does it
is
have
a
to be a
type
code,
of silent
though?
code.
Can it just be like, I don't like that. I just don't like it. I'm gonna, rather than ignore it, I'm gonna deal with it. You know? It's like when you got a high school bully. You're like, I don't like what they're doing. I'm gonna intervene and stop it because, man, this guy's a fucking prick and annoying at this point. I hate what he's doing to the other kid. Doesn't mean it's a code. It's just I don't like that.
The reason why you don't like it, that feeling inside you that pushes you to intervene, that thing inside that you feel like you can't stand still and you have to take a step forward. That's like a code. I'll use another name instead of code if that makes you more comfortable. Belief.
Sure, believe. I think that works better.
I myself am a pacifist, so that is my belief. It's my way.
Mm-hmm.
But it does not mean I do not disrespect others' ways. I understand we're all different. But we're all also very much the same. In a lot of ways. At least I hope so.
What was your connection to Kaga exactly? Best friends, lovers, work
What?
colleagues?
We're not lovers. We're...
Well, I mean, just
He...
opening the field.
I work at the Rip and Chip. He used to own the Rip and Chip.
Work colleagues, then.
He was my teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And through that we became close. He is a good man.
Oh, I see. Hmm.
You do not agree?
Well, it's a mixed bag, really. One side, yeah, I understand it. Man is definitely well, he's got his own code, and I have mine. But, I don't think him just going into districts and killing our folks is exactly, any less merciful than what we did to him.
Like I said, warriors have their own codes. You could be a good man too. I just don't know you well enough to know if you are or not.
Fair.
Like
I'd
Kaiga.
love to come by, but, things are complicated, I don't like us sauntering about.
There's plenty of people who are not peaceful and can still be good.
Yeah. I tried to, kind of help Hamsky, come to an understanding and maybe even lead him in right directions. And the way it was returned was very aggressive, so he kind of blew that boat.
People have been going missing. A lot of people are pointing fingers at the company you associate yourself with, Trek. I'm not saying this to ask you a question. I'm saying this to ask another question to preface this one.
Okay.
If you truly believe in your heart that throwing someone away, treating them like scrap or trash is not right, would you not wish to stop that?
I mean, I already have. So you know the answer to that question. Didn't you always say at the very beginning there that the actions determine well, what a man, a woman is?
One of your colleagues says they have a contract out on another of my work colleagues.
Is that? I was wondering if that was a question or a follow-up, something.
Is there not an understanding that can be had?
Well, that's not my contract, sweetheart. I ain't got nothing to do about that.
If it were,
That's completely,
would you?
Well, if it was my contract, I don't know. Well, like I said, it's my job to do what I gotta do, so.
Right.
And unless the contractor, says otherwise or changes decisions and the like, then I suppose then that can change. But like I said, I ain't the one going after your friend. Don't mind me as I get myself more comfortable.
I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to help. I wish I did.
Well, it is a sticky situation. For sure. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you don't want your friend to get hurt, but it's kind of our job to do what we're told. But I suppose you folks could always make it work in your favor if you're willing to work for it. I mean, not in the protection of your friend, but if you needed something done, so to speak, you can always contract us out. Or ask for us something to do. Once we're given the order to do something, that's our job.
Why?
You need something built? We'll build it for you. And if we built it with poor structures or the like, that's gonna hurt us. You want us to save somebody? We can do that too. But it'll cost you, of course, money, credits, the like. But if you need somebody gone, or taught a lesson, we can do that too.
I do not understand why your managers have attacked or put in actions that have led to attacks on not only the warehouse but the Valentis. I have been told that it was you, not you yourself, Trick, but your association that struck first at the Valentis.
Well, I might not know all the details from day one, but I will tell you what I know. I remember correctly that there was some group that had some affiliation with the Valentis. They weren't Valentis themselves, mind you. At least I think they weren't. But they had some connection to them, and they attacked one of our bases. And did a lot of damage. Well, that made the boss upset. Since we couldn't find them, the Valentis had something to deal with it as well at the time. They were also under attack. Because in association, they attacked us, so we had to defend ourselves. And then the Valentis continued to do things, and, well, it got more messy. Then some of your meat rack folks got involved, like Kaiga. He was an association of Valentis attacking us, protecting them, and destroying bots and the like. To which then led on to the meat rack getting involved and then being a target because we went after Kaiga. And so it's more messier. From the one actions of simple people.
If you could give advice on how to stop the cycle, what would it be?
That's a difficult question to answer because, well, you already know how far we are in this. We're deep. Far too deep. Dig ourselves out of this hole.
More people don't need to die. If there is a peaceful
I'm
way, a
inclined to
peaceful
agree.
option, it is better for it to be known than for it to not even be at least thought about.
Well, the only way I see it be done peacefully is let us do our job. A dark one, I know, and not a pretty one either. But the job gets done, no one else gets hurt.
That's not correct, sir. You're hurting Kaiga's family.
We're here at our family. You can't play no pity game just because we're scrap. We're people too. When our family gets hurt, we bite back. As any family would.
I understand. But like you said, sir, it's gonna be a vicious cycle. Family against family, group against group, corp against street.
An age-old tale.
But it don't have to be. Things could change.
Listen, once I'm finished my contract with Zeke, like, that's me, finished until I get my next job. I don't have to involve myself with fighting your folks or fighting the Valenti folks. My job is off the table once that is finished. That's me gone, out of the picture. Unless I get another contract. Once my other friend deals the contract with your friend, whatever way that goes, that's them finished. And everyone else is left to peace.
I don't think that's how it's gonna go.
Probably not. Family's an interesting group of individuals, you know. They all got their own ways of dealing with things. There's people like you who want a peaceful resolution, and I understand that. You know, the peace would obviously do us good, but as businessmen, we're kind of screwed over. Then there are other folks who wish to take action and the like, and, you know, the ones that have been working into our systems and whatnot. Good job, by the way. But they tend to get the most damage done to them, which is unfortunate. And then there are those who just believe in apathy. And apathy in this situation is death. Unfortunately.
None of you deserve to die. But neither do we.
Well, that's the sick, twisted world we live in, isn't it?
It don't have to be. If people are willing to put in the effort. I know it's harder. Death, killing and breaking is easy. Try fixing something. Try healing something. That's a lot harder. It takes a lot more effort and time.
Trust me, I know. Watching these kids, taking care of them, making sure they're fed, entertained, learning, teaching. Trust me, I know the difficulties of it. I know how hard it is to overcome or fix a fear, to become stronger after going through such torture of your life for who knows how many years. I know what that can do to a mind, how it can stick.
Were you hurt?
How it erodes. I've seen plenty of suffering.
Are you okay?
Plenty of it, but... Oh, I'm fine. I don't mean as in the suffering for myself, the suffering of you folks. Well, the Mirak people, I mean, just everyone in general, people of Saphira. It's difficult to live there, for me too, as well, you know. They had that whole synth revolution there, ages ago. But we still get those looks from people. Like we're not real.
You are. You're
That
people
way.
just like us.
Invisible. Yeah, well, not everyone believes in that, Riel. It's just the way of life. You have to fight for that. You guys fought for it ages ago. Sometimes you still are fighting for it.
Fuck.
Fuck indeed.
Is there not something else you could do with your life other than this, sir?
I'm sure there's something I could do. Probably. But, it's kind of like if I just gave up on what I did. That would be like betraying everyone I ever knew and kind of spitting in their faces. Like if you just left me rack without explanation or anything like that. You know? Yeah, left, while it might have a sometimes wish-washy relationship or reputation at times. Y'all my family, and family ain't perfect. some are bad. But that ain't all of us. Just like you folks. A lot of people don't see these similarities. Because they prefer to hurl insults or be angry, not give a chance to have a dialogue.
I believe in peace, sir. That starts with talking and understanding.
You keep fighting for that. Respect that. That is a hell of a fight you're fighting. And I wish you more power to it.
In the future, if something bad does happen, could you at least hesitate? Give someone some time to run. Give them a chance. Please.
Have you ever heard the saying that hesitation gets you killed? If I hesitate, all it takes is one big fat fucking hammer to slam into my face and I could be bits, probably. Or a big old slice from that Kiger fella of yours, you know? Hell of a hit that man is. Hell of a hit. He's a strong warrior. Very strong. But I mean, if it's someone that I'm not going after, I'd let them go. Because I ain't interested in that. That's not my job. I don't just go out and mercilessly just slaughter or kill or do it because they're in my way, you know? It's more of a, like, just get them out of the way. You don't have to kill them. Just get them to the side. Get to the target. If that is the job.
I just... I wish there was another way.
Mm-hmm. I know.
You don't want your family hurt. I don't want the people of the Rack to be hurt, or Kaiga's family to be hurt either. I don't want yours to be hurt either. People don't deserve to be hurt.
You ever figure out the one that contracted for Kaiga to, you know, be punished?
If I do, I would ask them to please take it back.
I mean, that might be possible.
Do you know who it is? Could you speak to them? Could you ask them to take it back? No, you couldn't, could you? That would interfere with your job, I'm sorry.
Conflict of interest. But you keep digging. Make sure you find the right one. When you do, then you're gonna have to do the convincing, which is the hard part. Maybe it might be easy. You never know.
Can I
Sometimes a person that does an option will regret it. But yeah, you can ask me a question.
It's a selfish one.
Go on.
What would be the best wording for someone that made an agreement with your managers to cancel it and go back on it? Is there a way that would make this clean? That could stop things?
Well, I suppose it would be up to the manager at the end of the day, but I'm pretty sure if they were gonna return what they did, like, there's gonna be a lot of, well, there'll be a price, obviously, you know, to refund kind of what was done and everything like that. It's just like any transaction, something that you've broken at a store, the like, you know, and you want to return it. Make sure you have your receipt. Bring it back. I'll give you the cash. Although this way is the other way about.
Thank you for answering my question.
Of course. But like I said, it would be up to the manager to agree to such a thing.
Right.
Like any store, they need to check it over, make sure it's fair and right.
I'm sorry, I just can't see how any of this is fair.
Neither can I. It's unfair on both sides.
I can understand why you would see it that way, yes. I have learned that when someone hurts your family, it's not a good thing. You cannot forgive them unless they are actually regretful.
I'm willing to make amends, of course.
Kaiga will never be regretful. He will never make amends, and it's not fair for him to stay the way he is. Not for him trying to protect people. I do not see this coming to a peaceful ending. That doesn't mean I won't stop trying.
Well, if you have a suspicion of who it may or may not be, or who maybe it's a group of people, it's always a possibility. But I suppose your best option would be to try and reach out. Try and fix things with them. And to convince them that it would be okay. Okay to take things back, because Kaiga is fixed back together and whatnot, is brought back. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna just forgive him? Is he gonna kill them? Is he gonna kill whoever gets in their damn way?
I can't tell him.
I know I'd be angry.
I'll say nothing.
And I know he'd hunt us till we're all scrap. It's like letting out a serial killer from a prison, expecting them to act all nice after years of reform. So I suppose, even if you, give back the contract. You need to convince us that we'll not be a target. That more of our people won't just be slaughtered.
That's never gonna happen. I understand.
It's a lot more complicated. Yeah. I know you would.
You can understand why people would think your company is something that needed protection from, right? Can you understand that?
Well, I mean, whenever you're attacked by something like us, you would get a little bit scared. I would put up my punching gloves, you know, to make sure I'm safe. Keep up my guard.
If the
So
only...
yeah, I do understand it.
Okay. If the only thing you have ever known from a family is danger, then you will see the entire family as a danger.
Well, if you said what was true about that council member, clearly he's seen something that isn't just danger. Maybe if we're working together, if it's all confirmed, like maybe you folks will see us do other things than just fighting. But the construction and rebuilding of a district make it better and stronger.
People can believe in the good in a family that is merciful as well. Mercy is a rare thing in Zephyra. It is beholden to people like no credits could be. Mercy is a gift, but it is also a useful tool, you could say, for a family that wishes to be seen better.
We do show our own mercies. Like I said, it ain't broadcasted.
You have already explained to me your mercy, your personal mercy. Perhaps your managers also have some within them as well. Everyone does.
There's a potential. If I have it, why can't they? Why can't my other contractors have it? But like I said, we're all different. You know? Like any other person, you know, you're not all the same, are you?
No.
We all have our own different personalities, our little quirks, our likes and dislikes. We argue. we, you know, I don't know, it's just,
Are you the voice of reason in your family, Trick?
well, I wouldn't say that.
You can be gentle. You can be good. You can
I-
show mercy.
I suppose so. Yes, yeah, but just because
You
I can do
sympathize with
such
the
things
rat.
doesn't mean you haven't seen what the others have done. Well, now, that's an interesting question. Do I sympathize with the rack?
You said that you could understand their suffering, that you had seen it. That is
I
sympathy.
could understand it. Now, I can understand it, but sympathize? That's a step too far, Missy. If I
Why?
sympathize? Well, because if I sympathized with it, we wouldn't be having all this, would we? Not necessarily sympathizing with these folk because of what they've done to us. A person carries with them weight, carries with them a name, tends to look bad on the rest. Much like myself,
I have.
I walk around and do my own things, but I am LF.
I have my own family name that I have to carry now. I understand this weight you speak of, but if it were for my family, I would try to do the best I could for them. I simply am wondering, who are you and your family? Are you the brother that gives others advice? Are you the safe harbor for your siblings? You seem to put yourself out as a safe harbor, sir. And if that is true, then you must have some sympathy within you, for you've already shown the mercy.
I never said I didn't have sympathy. I'm just saying I don't sympathize with the rack. At least not yet. Maybe I will. Later down the line, who knows?
Maybe.
But we're going in circles here.
I'm sorry.
You got any other questions?
None that are not selfish, sir. Actually, I do
How
have
many
one.
selfish questions do you have? Oh, okay. What's your question, ma'am?
What's it like to have a family? I've only recently...
I thought you would know.
No, I've only recently been taken into one, and I have amnesia. I don't remember my family.
Oh.
And
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, first of all.
it's fine. I just
Damn
was
hell of a
wondering.
thing. To have a family. Well, every family is different and unique in their own ways. Sure, LF is definitely unique. I think we're we're strong. We're, we have a way that we just connect. Nobody else could truly understand. Ever. When we see each other, we know exactly what we have to go through every day in our lives. Knowing that we have each other, comfort, shoulder, rest on, to talk, to believe. All of it, it's a wonderful thing. And yet so simple. Your family never has to be blood, or share the same looks as you, or wear the same clothes, or act the same way, or anything like that. Your family has always been who you choose. And I'm very thankful that I have chosen the family that I'm the most happiest with. But I'm sure you've heard that before.
No. You are the first to give me that answer.
Keep it with you. It's good to know. You don't like your family? Oh, okay, that looks like a scary situation. No. Just know that if your family that you have right now doesn't work out, don't be so rough on yourself.
My brother loves me very much and has protected me since I met him. My new sister and brothers are kind and honourable. I have pride in my family, sir.
I'm glad to hear that.
I can understand why you have pride in yours. I'm sorry that your family and our street can't come to an agreement yet.
Well, it's not you who needs to apologize. You ain't done nothing wrong. But be reasonable and talk.
Yes, sir.
Though I'm not sure your brother would feel the same way if I spoke to him.
I think perhaps he might. He's a reasonable man. The way you spoke now,
Maybe.
it made me think of him.
Well, yeah. Whatever the case may be, keep yourself safe out there. I'm gonna head on home.
You as well.
In case you were, well, I'm assuming, it's recording, that I hope whoever listens or you show it to finds some sort of peace or understanding with this all. And that we can all be reasonable. If we're given the chance.
I think that if there are people within your family that are like you, then there's a chance. There has to be. And I know that there are a lot of brash people connected to the rack. I know that, but I see a lot of good in them too. And if an understanding can be had, maybe more people don't have to die or be hurt. And when I say people, I mean all of us.
Fine words indeed.